Hey y'all, I'm Sarah Wall in the Fox 10 Newsroom. Thanks so much for joining us as we go in depth on this New Year's Eve. There is so much to talk about today. Lots happening across the Gulf Coast. So today we're going to talk about all the events happening across our area. We're going to talk about safety and what's been done to make sure if you go to these events that you stay safe. Also what to do to stay safe if you are celebrating on your own. And we're also going to take a look at those New Year's resolutions. Have you made any? I have this streaming also on our Fox 10 News Facebook page. So if you're listening and you want to weigh in, let us know what your resolutions are. We would love to hear from you. We've been talking this morning in the Fox 10 Newsroom. We've got things like less screen time on phones, more reading of books, getting healthy, going to the gym, sleeping more, eating healthier, saving money. Those are all things that some of the folks here at Fox 10 have been talking about. But the big question is, what are you doing for your New Year's resolutions? Do you even set those? We're going to talk about all of that coming up. But first things first, y'all, if you are making plans to head out for New Year's celebrations, just a heads up, it is going to be chilly out there. Look at these temperatures. This is the predicted temperature. Meteorologist Nicholas Urboso made this graphic for us. This is what it's looking like at midnight tonight. So as we ring in officially 2026, we are expecting to see very chilly temperatures. So it is a bundle up kind of New Year's Eve celebration, which is all good, right? It's New Year's Eve, the ball drops, the fireworks fly, and the crowds cheer. Around the world, revelers will gather for New Year's Eve celebrations, gleefully ringing in 2026 at the stroke of midnight. Now, the practice, in case you're wondering, of ringing the new year dates back to at least 2000 BC. The earliest known celebrations were in Mesopotamia. Different cultures have used different dates over the years as well, which is interesting, right? For example, the early Romans used March 1st as New Year's Day, while other cultures used the autumn equinox or the winter solstice. In 1582, the Roman Catholic Church adopted the Gregorian calendar, which marks January 1st as the new year, which is kind of fun history speaking. And since we're talking history, also thought it would be fun to share this little tidbit. Tonight's a big night in New York City, right? The ball drops in New York City. Well, in case you were wondering, this first started back in 1907. For the first time in 1907, a glowing ball dropped in New York's Times Square, ringing in the new year before a massive crowd. It was made of iron and wood and was lowered down a flagpole. It had 100 light bulbs. It has become a lasting American tradition. The New Year's Eve ball drop helped turn Times Square into a national gathering place, and it's someplace that millions of people go every year. We actually, throughout the morning, had been checking out conditions in New York City as they get that ball ready to drop. But we don't need to be going anywhere to celebrate New Year's Eve. The world's largest edible moon pie has arrived in the port city. A big celebration happening here. It's the Moon Pie Over Mobile New Year's Eve celebration. It happens in Mobile on the Gulf Coast. The iconic event rings in the new year and officially kicks off the Mardi Gras season. So the moon pie that was brought in and will be here for celebrating. Let me see if I can get back to the beginning of it so you can see it here. 55 pounds and 45,000 calories. The moon pie's flavor this year is birthday cake. Look at how good that looks. It's huge. Look how fun. So boxes of regular moon pies also arrived with the giant dessert ready to be tossed to eager hands. Look at all those boxes there being wheeled into downtown Mobile. Tonight, crowds will gather to watch the moon pie drop from the RSA building. But before the clock strikes midnight, the downtown area will come alive with music. There's a lot happening. Opening the show is Red and the Revelers, followed by the Jukebox Brass Band, and then the big headline Morris Day and the Time. The group appeared in the 1984 film Purple Rain. Red Padilla with Red and the Revelers says it's an honor to play for such a legendary group, and this is going to be a fun event. Organizers are really looking forward to sharing this with all who want to come out.
Great music, and it's just, we're born to celebrate here in Mobile. So come out to Moon Pie Over Mobile, and let's have a great time in the city of Mobile.
Lots of people are expected. In fact, they're preparing for crowds in the thousands. Okay, so the fun kicks off at 11 with the Kids Zone at Mardi Gras Park. Then at noon, the Moon Pie New Year's Eve drop for children. So that's happening at noon in downtown Mobile. So again, events happening during the daytime as well, if midnight's not really your deal here to be out and about. And then at 8 o'clock, the second line parade will entertain revelers in downtown Mobile, and then that live entertainment will start. We do have all of the festivities here going on with this on our website, and we also have the City of Mobile's Moon Pie Over Mobile website to show you as well. There is a lot going on here, and you can take a look right here at the schedule, and that lets you know everything that's happening in downtown Mobile. A busy day again. The Kids Zone from 11 to 1, then at noon, the Moon Pie New Year's Eve drop for the little ones. Then we've got the music starting. We have the Best Decorated Umbrella Contest, the Jukebox Brass Band. Y'all, they're so good, right? So fun to go see them. They are excellent. Then we have the cutting of the moon pie. If you want to get yourself a slice of that 55-pound moon pie, that's happening at 7:45. Then the second line parade happening at 8:10. And then we've got the music even going on more. So there's a whole full night happening in downtown Mobile. And just to give you an idea, this is what will be dropping. This is a live look at it right now. It's up high at the top of the RSA Tower. It will be dropping at midnight, but this is what the celebration is going to be all about when this comes down at midnight to ring in the new year. So a full list of activities slated for today. And Mobile, the City of Mobile is ready in the event that there could be any issues, right? The City of Mobile has been busy preparing for the New Year's Eve celebration in downtown Mobile, and police say safety is a top priority. We are told Mobile police have an increased presence in downtown for the annual Moon Pie Over Mobile celebration. That's going to include officers in uniform and plain clothes. We talked with police spokesman Blake Brown. He says they are hoping for a repeat of last year. Here's what he told us.
It is a family-friendly event, so we're hoping folks do go down there. It's peaceful, it's safe, and they have a good time, but again, doing it peacefully.
Doing it peacefully, yes, absolutely. We want it to be a safe event for sure. Last year's Moon Pie Drop had about 8,000 people, but through the full day, you know, the event start at 11. Through the full day, they had about 10,000 people in downtown Mobile. We're told police are getting ready for a crowd 5 times that this time around. And just to let you know, if you want to stay home and watch, you know, the Moon Pie Drop from home, we will be showing it to you. We're going to be live streaming it right here on the Fox 10 Gulfstream. We're going to be doing it on our website and our app and all of that. So if you want to watch it live, the live streaming begins tonight at 10:30 right here where we are right now. You'll be able to watch it in case you don't want to leave home. It is going to be a little chilly, so you could watch it that way as well. All right, so when we talk about other things that are happening across the area, on the Eastern Shore, Fairhope having a big New Year's Eve celebration. Of course, tonight it starts at 8:30. There will be live music, family activities, face painting, balloon animals, and much more. The night will end with the ball drop and the fireworks. And the city of Fairhope right now, well, the city of Fairhope, first of all, is always absolutely gorgeous. But with the trees all lit up, everything is so pretty, and that beautiful ball dropping, all of that happening at midnight. If you want to go to the beach, there's a big celebration happening at the wharf. In Orange Beach, the big celebration at the wharf starts at 10 this morning, so in just an hour or so, and it goes all day, right? Families can enjoy bouncy inflatables, face painting, and more. There will also be a special kids confetti drop at noon, and there's going to be live music and plenty of other fun activities leading up to the Marlin drop at midnight, followed by a dazzling fireworks display. We're also told that shops and restaurants at the wharf will be open for extended hours, giving you plenty of time to dine, shop, and eat before the evening celebrations. And we do have more information on that. They have a whole schedule put up for you here on their website. This is what's happening at the wharf, and you can kind of scroll through here and you can see where the party is and the times and the dates and all the different things. You can also see what any of the costs may be. The admission is free to get in. There is some parking, free admission and parking, but some of the kids' activities may cost between $5 and $10. All right, the fun doesn't stop there. Pensacola, as always, celebrating as well, and Pensacola always puts on a fantastic show. Fireworks are going to help ring in the new year over Pensacola Beach. They're set to go off at midnight, overlooking the Santa Rosa Sound from the Pensacola Beach Boardwalk. The fireworks display is provided by the Pensacola Beach Chamber, the Santa Rosa Island Authority, and the Escambia County Tourist Development Center. And y'all, so many fun things. It's such a fun place to see. They do 4th of July as well. But here you can go to their website at Pensacola. Visit Pensacola.com if you want to get any more information, like specifics on where you should go to watch, or that kind of thing. You can go to their website right here to check it out. If you are out and about, we always want to make sure that you stay safe, right? And safety is a top priority. And there are a lot of different ways to celebrate, whether you're going like to your favorite restaurant or bar or going someplace else. You definitely want to have a safety plan in mind. First thing that officials tell us is never leave your drink unattended. If you're out and about, never leave your drink unattended, and be sure only to take drinks that come directly from the bartender or the wait staff. Of course, if you're drinking, don't drive. Have a different plan in place. Have a designated driver, ride service, or stay home, something like that. Don't drink and drive. Always have a sober ride planned. And if you're going with a group, stick with them the entire time. Keep your phone on you in case you get separated. At these events, oftentimes there are huge crowds, so you want to make sure that you're able to find your people. And officials warn, if you're not ready, because the crowds are so big, you could actually become a victim. Just kind of the fact of where you are and so many people. Here's what they had to say.
Being alert, and that's a general crime safety tip for, whether it's to help prevent theft or trying to put yourself in the best spot to where you would be less of a chance of being a victim.
Absolutely. And you want to make sure that everything you do is with safety in mind, right? So keep that in mind when you're out. Make sure that you stay with your group. Make sure that you have that, sober ride home and all of that. If you are going to watch fireworks, we just talked about a lot of shows, but a lot of folks will be setting off their own fireworks. And with all the excitement over the celebration, sometimes safety takes a back seat. This is according to fire officials. We talked with Stephen Millhouse with Mobile Fire Rescue Department. Fireworks can be unpredictable, so it's important to take every precaution to keep you and your loved ones safe. And he does have some reminders if you're going to be doing fireworks tonight.
If you're going to use them safely. Only adults. Not recommended in residential neighborhoods with children anywhere near the fireworks. We'd recommend going to visit a fireworks show and be considerate. You've got your neighbors, pets, and other people in the area. It's more than just you. Review a plan with your family. Come up with a plan. Know exactly what it is that you're going to do in terms of use of fireworks.
Yeah, and I really like the way that he points out, too, that it's not just you. When you set off fireworks, it affects all the people around you, right? So make sure that, pets are okay, make sure neighbors are okay, all of that. Also make sure it's legal to do that wherever you are, because in some jurisdictions it is not legal to set off fireworks. So just make sure all of that is good to go. The National Safety Council encourages you to also keep a bucket of water nearby to soak both used and unused fireworks before you throw them away. And of course, a reminder, never point fireworks towards people or homes or anything that is flammable. Okay, so we've been talking a good bit about all the fun that's going to be had, all the celebrations, talking safety as well. But another thing that is huge with New Year's Eve is resolutions, coming with New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. So starting the new year often means making changes, like people like to set those New Year's resolutions, but sticking to a resolution all year may be really difficult. In fact, statistics show it's actually very hard. So some health experts say the best way to achieve goals in the new year is by starting small. Experts say there are a few tools that people can use to accomplish their resolutions, and the big thing is to start with specific or SMART goals. And here's how the experts explain that.
So you wouldn't say I'm going to save $200 a week because maybe you can't save $200 a week. Maybe you break it down to like $10 a week because that's something that is achievable for you.
Yeah, so keep it in small amounts, right? And be very specific about what you want to do, and then don't lose faith. Don't lose, don't give up on it if for some reason you kind of fall off of the bandwagon there, right? And so when they talk about these resolutions, they say no matter what the goal is, lapses can happen, but experts say you should stick with your plan and look for ways to make changes if needed. Of course, one of the big ones that people do this time of year is like getting healthy, getting in shape, losing weight, eating healthy, all of the above. Well, gyms are preparing for the annual influx of new members as 2026 approaches. Fitness tops many New Year's resolution lists. Now, January and February are typically the busiest months for gyms as people focus on better overall health, and they want to make exercise a regular habit. Gym members cited various motivations for their fitness routines, from mental health benefits to physical improvements. Experts say if you're just getting started, to keep it simple. It's important to focus on you and your personal goals, and don't compare yourself to others who might be further along. And don't get discouraged when you go to the gym, and get to the gym when you can. Here's what they said.
Comparison is the thief of all joy. So run your own race, right? You have your own goals that might look different from the person standing next to you. You know, focus on what you want to achieve, and kind of like I like to tell people, keep those horse blinders on, because you're running your race.
It doesn't have to be anything fancy. You don't have to be here for hours a day. Even though some gyms are open 24 hours, that can actually be helpful. Maybe you work out in the evening or early morning. Whatever best fits your schedule.
I really like that advice too, right? Get to the gym when you can, whenever works for you, and don't compare yourself to someone else. You may show up after not having been to the gym in a while, and you run into somebody who's been there for months, and that could be, a little discouraging, but don't let that happen. Even though gyms see a major increase in their memberships, around 80% of those are actually abandoned by the month of February. So, did you set any resolutions? I did a little research and came up with these are among the top New Year's resolution set for 2026. Do any of these look familiar to you? Exercise more, save more money, eat healthier, spend more time with family and friends, and lose weight. Those are the top 5 of the New Year's resolutions for 2026. There are others, of course, in there like less screen time, different things like that, a better work-life balance. Those kinds of things have been in the mix as well, but this appears to be the top 5 for 2026. Do any of these look familiar to you? If they do, you're not alone, right? A lot of people have these same things on their list. Now, it's interesting when we look at the science behind resolutions. We decided to go straight to science because it is true, it is a fact that a lot of people are not able to keep their New Year's resolution. So if that's also you, don't feel bad. They say a whopping 80% of people who set resolutions have given up on them before February. So the big question is, what happens between January 1st and January 31st that causes people to give up on their goals? Well, science says it's all based on creating habits. So it talks a little bit about creating a habit, and when you create the habit, it's something that your body will get used to doing, and your brain will get used to doing it as well. So creating a resolution that works, you got to start small, because you don't want to say, hey, I'm going to go to the gym 5 days a week for an hour, and then you only make it 3 days and you're like, oh, well, goal's blown, I'm done, right? So do shorter, smaller goals. Like I'll walk for 5 minutes after lunch once a week. And then as you do that, then you start to, they say you trigger the feel-good chemical dopamine, and that will help you reinforce the habit, because the key is creating a habit. Also set those SMART goals. They provide structure and clarity for your resolutions. They help you pin down important details, and they actually break down SMART. SMART actually stands for specific goals. What are you trying to accomplish rather than working out more? You may set specific goals for yourself. Measurable. How do you keep track of the process and the progress you make? Maybe you download an app that reminds you to log your workout each day, or you and a friend are accountable to each other, something like that to make it measurable. Also achievable, right? We've got to have goals that we can actually accomplish. We don't want to go in there and set these massive goals. I'm going to run a marathon by, March. Stuff like that is just really, really hard to do. So set goals that are achievable and realistic. Is it a realistic goal for you? Are these things that you're able realistically to accomplish? And then time. Do you have time to do all of these things? And if you do, then those are some of the ways that you will help make sure that you actually accomplish those goals. And I love this right here. Track and celebrate all progress, right? Doesn't have to be exactly maybe what you set out to do, but if you're getting to the gym, if you're saving money, if you've got a couple new recipes that are healthy, another 30 minutes on that sleep schedule, we celebrate and track, celebrate all of our progress because these are the ways that we really enjoy what we are doing. It is a big day across the Gulf Coast, around the world. Happy New Year's Eve, and it's a lot of fun happening right here where we are. We have celebrations that are happening in downtown Mobile. And again, this is one that you can live stream right here where you are from home. You can watch the moon pie drop at midnight in downtown Mobile. We also have a big party happening in Fairhope with the ball drop. It's beautiful. So fun to see. The Wharf has a big party. It's all day going to be happening. And then a wonderful fireworks show happening in Pensacola. So lots and lots of ways to celebrate the new year. And we hope that you will find what works best for you, and we hope that you will enjoy it. And y'all, take a look. There's some action happening here at the RSA Tower as they are kind of getting things in place and making sure everything is where it needs to be, because this is what we are keeping our eye on as we work our way through the day. That and this, right? Forecast high for today. It's going to be a chilly day today, but you know, up into the 50s as we work our way into the afternoon. But keep in mind, when it's time to celebrate tonight at midnight, things are going to be quite chilly. So y'all, happy New Year's Eve. Hopefully you have some fun plans set out with the people that you enjoy being with, and friends and family, or whatever you're planning to do, whatever makes you happy. Hopefully that's something that you're able to do for today. Hope it is a fun and safe New Year's Eve. We look forward to seeing you next year. Thank you so much for spending your time with us always here as we go in depth and joining us on Good Day Gulf Coast. We really appreciate you, and happy 2025. We look forward to seeing you in 2026. Happy New Year's Eve and Happy New Year tomorrow.